What's going on, y'all? Hey, hey, hey. It's been a long time. I miss you guys. Work has been keeping me very, very busy. However, I have had lots and lots of time to listen to the whole Chrisean and Blueface situation. And it is really, really disturbing. And I have been putting my 2 cents in here and there. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go live and talk about it. Now, if y'all ain't been keeping up, a shout out to the Mrs. Sweet Spot. Shout out to Nick at Night. Shout out to Miss Ruby K. They have really been. What's going on, JB? Hey, mamas. They have really been doing good with catching all of the lives and the tweets that I have not caught. But the latest info is that Krishan has. I'm good, baby. I'm good. How are you? Hey, Benj. I miss you too, love. Mwah. I miss y'all. I haven't been having a lot to talk about, but girl, I have to weigh in on the Chrisean and Blueface. Got to. I just can't hold it no more. The latest information is that right, need to throw both of them away because they're both of them are so toxic that all I can do is pray for the baby. He didn't choose to be here. He didn't choose them as his parents, but he definitely stuck in the middle. And last update that I've seen is, hey Momo, hey Hermana, oh my, hey baby. I'm so glad, but I don't know if you're gonna like what we talking about, but I'm talking about Krishan and Blueface. But the last update was that she is going to press charges on him for posting the baby's peen pic. Now, if you're wondering why would he post a peen pic, the baby has a hernia in his peeny weenie. And so his peeny weenie does not look like a peeny weenie. It looked like a big hot dog bun. It's so big and swollen, and he's supposed to be having surgery. Blueface claims she didn't miss the doctor's appointment. She says she haven't. The baby is what, barely 2 weeks old. So it may be too soon to have the surgery. Maybe, those appointments that they schedule were for her to meet the doctors and talk about the procedure and what to expect and what not to expect. But here is my deal. Here is my issue. When you first have a brand new baby, and other mothers as well as being can attest to this. They say it's okay for the baby to go out and about, but the mom need to get somewhere and sit down. They got out of the hospital and immediately she started ripping and running to Walmart and all out in the middle of the night at the gas station with the baby outside and knowing he got a hernia. She was in Walmart a few days ago. They caught her on camera. She had the baby in a carrier that she carries on the front of her. And the thing is between his legs, but he sleep and he don't have no head support. So he was bent over backwards in the thing sleep, and she walking and not paying him no attention, not giving his head no support, and she paying more attention to the dog than she was the baby. And that was really nerve-wracking to a lot of people. But knowing that he's got a hernia in his peeny weenie, and let her tell it, the doctors claim that it's worse than your average hernia in a peeny weenie. She should get somewhere and sit down with him. But she's so infatuated with Blueface and what he doing and where he going. And you know what? Nick at Night said it best. I really believe that she's competing with his other kids. I think at first I thought she was competing with Jaden about being a baby mama. But I think she really competing with his kids. She want her baby to be front and center. She claims she didn't invite him to the baby's birth, but she made sure to go live and film the birth. and then film the baby on the first night, put him on camera and show, because she wanted him to see the baby. I really believe that. And now, the people is calling CPS on her for how she had him in Walmart and knowing that he got a serious condition and he needs surgery. Um, she done gave Blueface the key to the house. Now she done had to get her locks changed. I mean, they're both so toxic that I pray for the baby. I pray for the baby. She better sit there. And that's what she need to do. Really, that's what she needs to do. And it's unfortunate that she doesn't have anybody, or that people don't feel comfortable trying to help her. Because like I was in a couple of chats, and the people wanted to say, well, how her family did her when she was a kid growing up, the environment that she was raised in, and they was all touched on and mistreated and things. And so, her family really just using her for her money. There ain't nobody really trying to help her. But the reality of it is, you can't say nothing to her about the baby, or how she should do, or what she should do with the baby, because she wants to go off. Keke Palmer jumped in her live stream and made a comment about, Blueface and what he was doing and what Chrisean should do. And Chrisean went all off on her. You got my number. You could have called me if you had something to say. And woo, 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 woo. Then she ended up on the phone with Keke and had to apologize for what she said to her and how she talked to her. So, like, when the people were saying, instead of them taking pictures of her in Walmart, they should have just helped her. So we said, thank you, Momo. People were saying, instead of them taking pictures of her and how she was holding the baby, they should have helped her. She's not easy. She's not open to help. She not open to help. She thinks she can do this by. I got a lot of people around me. I got a team, but ain't nobody trying to tell you what to do. And when the baby cry, he sound like a cat having sex. He don't even sound like a baby when he cries. And it's I don't know, it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. I just feel sorry that she is so hung up and infatuated with him that she's not doing right by her baby, even though he's not doing right either. But did we really expect him to do right? We really didn't expect him to do right. When you're talking about kicking a pregnant woman down some stairs so that she could lose her baby, you don't want the baby. The man sat up and said he didn't believe the baby was his. He felt like she was, sleeping with other men. He wanted a paternity test, a DNA test before the baby got here. It had to take a lie detector. I mean, just took her through the ringer. Because he didn't believe the baby was his, and changed his mind and said he didn't want the baby. So I guess she thought maybe that she was going to lock him in because she had a baby by him. She must have forgot what he did to his first baby mama and how he treated her. But now it seems like he had to make I hate to say it's a decision, because he really haven't made a decision. He's still dogging both of them out. He taking turns going from one to the other, one to the other, one to the other. When it's time for something to go down with the baby, like when he thought the baby was going to have the surgery, he flew down to Baltimore so that he could be there when the baby had the surgery. But he claimed they got there and they said that she had missed the appointment. So then he flew on back to his baby mama and blocked her and did all of the things. And I don't know, it's just a mess. It's unfortunate. When babies get involved, the game changes. And I think, for one, she didn't need to have no baby. She's still a baby herself. She's still very immature. The first thing she gonna say is, can't nobody give her no advice on what to do with her child because she got more money than them. They need to get their money up. They let me know she wasn't open to anybody helping her and giving her any advice. It was real unfortunate. Yeah. Well, it's funny that I heard on the live that when CPS got called on Blueface, when they had the strippers in the house and his son was walking around looking for something to eat, looking in the pantry, they ain't got no food or nothing in the pantry. Had some beef jerky, some beef sticks, jerky sticks or something in there, and he went and grabbed 3 or 4 of them. They said the people called CPS on them, and they didn't open the door. Then I found out tonight that Jaden's mom was supposed to work at the CPS office, and so she had the case stowed out. But they need to stop putting everything on the internet. We should know all their business or the babies either. Oh my God, you still here? I'm so glad you still here, because maybe we can switch back and forth from Chrisean to real life stuff. So we're gonna do a little switching from topic to topic. See if we can slide on by the people monitoring the algorithm. So I saw a tweet tonight. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, Momo. But they were saying that the House discovered that Bin Laden and his boy had taken $50 million in bribes instead of $20 million in bribes. So I guess that means they're gonna have to do something. I'm not for sure, but I'm guessing that's what they mean. I didn't even know these people until I saw her having a baby. Right, JB. Right. Hey, Lawana. Are they related? No, they not related. That's just something his mama was doing, cloud chasing. She was just cloud chasing. No, they not related. Article 2 is Section 4 of the Constitution. Y'all should brush up on it. Ah, yes. That is too true right there. Y'all screenshot that, and so you can Google it, and y'all can see what that is. I'm so excited right now, and I remember everything you told me, Momo. I know you said we got to hit rock bottom and go all the way to the bottom. We got to hit the bottom before we can come back to the top. I know and I understand. And I've never been so ready and so excited to go through the experience to hit rock bottom. I'm still buying bullets. I'm still buying bullets, trying to make sure that I'm fully ready when the mess hit the fan. But it's y'all, we coming to the end of the year. They about to be making some serious changes. Everybody want to skip ahead and go to 2024 and vote and this, that, and other. Now we got some changes that need to be made before 2024, and it looked like they're all playing out. Like this dollar bill. This dollar bill ain't about nothing. I can't wait till we change. Till we change over to the currency. Gold, silver, and what is the other one? That's what's moving now. These other countries are becoming republics, filing bankruptcy and things, and getting rid of their government, if you will. It's a lot. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it almost, when I think about Chrisean and Blueface, they kind of remind me of our everyday government, because Chrisean is the moneymaker. When it comes down to Blueface and his 2 baby mamas, Chrisean is the real moneymaker. That's why he keep trying to sign her with MILF Music. She said he tried to get her to sign over her Zeus checks, but she separated him because he's no longer her manager, so he shouldn't be getting paid. He wanted her to change the baby's name, and it's almost like the government and the little sneaky stuff that they be doing. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a lot going on, and I know what they're going through is real life, and it is somewhat of a distraction. But I do have to admit, the information is coming through the news that I get on a daily basis. I What's the word I'm looking for? I've been so high off of it for so long, excited, waiting on it to happen, looking forward to the changes being made. I've waited for so long to where I get happy and then I get depressed. I get happy, then I get sad. So I have to balance it out with real life distractions, I guess you could say. And so as I look at Chrisean and Blueface, all I can do is just pray for the baby, because when he cried, he said, it don't even sound like a real baby. It sounds like just about like cats having sex, and then I can imagine how much pain he's in. Something that I wonder, I don't know if Ben's still in here, but with him having a hernia, a big hernia in his Peter, I wonder, is he able to pee? I wonder if she's paying attention to his diapers, if he's actually getting wet. You know what I'm saying? If he's able to pee. Because, his daddy took a picture of it and put it on the internet so we know what it looked like. And it was oozing stuff from it. And it looks so painful. And it just make me wonder, can he even pass urine through that? What's going on, CC? Hey, boo. How you doing, love? Work been keeping me so busy, and I've been just going from Krishan and Blueface to real life to work to, I be listening to them at work when I be at work sometimes. And I figured I'd come on here and give my 2 cents. It must burn badly when he does urinate. And you know what? I've been thinking that must be one of the reasons, because I notice she hold him all the time. And I think most parents know that if you hold a baby all the time, he'll get spoiled to the point to where you have to hold him, else he'll cry. He won't sleep. He won't get no rest unless you holding him. And I'm wondering if she has to hold him because of the amount of pain that he's in from that hernia. It's big. The hernia is bigger than his little legs. It's huge. It's like another piece of his body or something. It's really unfortunate. I didn't want to look at it, but I had to. I couldn't help it. And I felt so bad for that poor baby. And then they were saying, well, babies, they can't do surgery on them when they're too young. They have to wait till they get a few months. And I just said, oh my God, I wonder, can he pee out of that thing? Because if he can't pee, then that's a whole nother problem. And remember, she went to Baltimore to have the baby. So his doctors and stuff is in Baltimore while she trying to live in California. And she's so busy trying to stay in the mix of what's going on instead of getting somewhere and being on maternity leave for a few weeks, to where she can't sit down. She keep coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and nothing's really getting done. And she just putting him on that. I wonder how airplane pressure is to his Peter Weeder. I wonder if that pressure being in an airplane, if that causes him any pain. See, these are things that I'm sure she don't think about. Ain't never crossed her mind. I'm sure these are things that ain't never crossed her mind. But he done threatened to take the baby from her. Said she better do right in the first 30 days. They gonna call CPS. And you know what? Everything that he's been doing these last 48 to 72 hours, in my opinion, I feel like he been setting her up so that when he do call CPS, they will come and take him. What's wrong? Did she circumcise me and let it get infected? Well, ain't nobody said nothing about circumcision, so I guess supposedly he was born like that. Um, Blueface claimed she was smoking and drinking throughout her pregnancy. We know she was smoking because they caught her on camera smoking while she was pregnant, but I don't think smoking a little weed ain't never hurt, never hurt nothing, you know, in terms of, I know you shouldn't do it, but I'm just saying I don't think it ain't causing no major problems. But he did a Google search on inguinal hernias, if I'm pronouncing it right, Inguinal, inguinal hernias, and the Google search produced results that say, drinking and smoking and indulging while you're pregnant could cause, hernia issues. I don't know, but ain't nobody said nothing about a circumcision, so I don't know. I missed it if you explain what was wrong with his penis. He got a big hernia in it. Yeah, he got a big hernia in it. We don't know the facts of how the hernia came about. They just said that he's gonna have to have surgery and he's gonna have to have it soon. They said people was trying to say that babies having hernias, it is not uncommon. It's a common thing for babies to have hernias when they're babies. But let her tell it, this hernia is bigger than the average hernia that babies have, and it's right in his listen, when you look at his pedal, well, let me say this: when you look down between his legs, it looked like somebody cut a banana and stuck a golf ball or a softball inside the banana skin. The banana is bigger than his leg, and it's supposed to be his Peter. And at the end of it, where the little hole is at, that's where the green stuff is oozing out. No, you fine. You fine, Momo. No, you fine. You fine, because that's what's got me praying harder than anything for the poor baby, is that he's got this condition. And nobody, they going back and forth about it. She took a picture of the Peter and sent it to the daddy to say, listen, this is what's going on with the baby. He gonna have to have surgery. Yeah, the baby daddy, listen, she took a picture of it and sent it to the baby daddy and said, this is what's going on with Junior. He gonna have to have surgery, da 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 da. The baby daddy, got mad at her last night, and he posted the baby's Peter Weeder picture online, on the internet, on Twitter. Twitter let you put anything. They have sex on Twitter and everything. Twitter's a porn site. You can put anything on Twitter. They don't ban it. That's how I seen it. He posted that baby's sick Peter Weeder on Twitter, and oh my God, like I said, the Peter Weeder is the hernia in the Peter Weeder is bigger than the baby's leg. So the baby got 2 toothpicks for legs, and then a big old banana would look like he got an apple in the middle, in the side of it, in between his legs. It's almost bigger than his whole body. It's huge. Yep, see, that's what the people were saying. So now they done convinced her to call the police and file charges on him. But he already is in legal trouble because, well, he tweeted the other day that he shot at somebody last week. But he went to court, was it in Vegas? Or was it LA? I can't remember if it was Vegas or LA. But he went to court not long ago for attempted where he tried to unalive somebody. So he already in trouble with the law. Yeah, he already in trouble with the law. Yeah. So she done went and rented her a house, a mansion. They say that she says she got $8 million. Last I heard, she had something like $3 million. And I thought to myself, first she was living in an Airbnb. She was paying $30,000 a month. I said, well, she'll be broke before too long, because who does that? And now they done went and rented a mansion, supposedly in her name. I don't know how much she paying for the rental of this mansion, but I don't understand why she had to be in the mansion in the first place. She could have got herself an apartment or something, and spent minimal money. But everybody want to keep up with the Joneses. Every time you see her on camera with the baby, she always half naked. She got on a bra and some little drawers or whatever, but yet she got on all the jewelry around her neck, got all the jewelry on her on her arm, and she just dripping with diamonds. And I'm just like, you dripping with diamonds. You got all your diamonds and stuff on, but you ain't got no clothes on. You know, we see the baby in that same little monkey suit that she carries him around in. Ain't seen him in no real clothes. She claimed the reason she was at Walmart is because she just got the house. They didn't have a bed to sleep on. She didn't have furniture, and I'm like, shit, you can order that stuff online and have it delivered though. You got this team, you got all these people living up in your house, up under you and stuff. Why couldn't you have sent them to Walmart? I don't know. I just feel like she's not doing right by the baby. I hope they do too. I really do. And the sad thing about it is that his actions with Chrisean is going to cause him to lose, if not his freedom, but time away from the kids that live in the house with him. Because, he got his first baby mama and his daughter and son living in the house with him. And when he went to jail in Vegas that time, Jaden went down there and bailed him out and did all of the things. But he gonna mess around with Chrisean and lose his freedom, and his other kids gonna end up losing out on their daddy. You know, it's sad. It's sad. I know y'all heard that they talking about Big Mike gonna run for president. Michelle talking about Michelle gonna run for president in 2024. You ought to hear the people out here in the streets. They gung ho for it. Oh my God, it would be wonderful because I seen a tweet and I didn't get to read the whole context of it because of course my boss walked in. But today they said that they was getting ready to remove Kamala from VP. They was gonna put her back down in the House somewhere, in the Senate somewhere. And they said that our so-called governor, who been gone for months, they supposedly was gonna slide him over into the VP chair. Now, I like I said, I didn't get to see the context. She said, "Leave Mike alone with her sexy self." I didn't get to see all of the context of it, but that's what I saw in the tweet. Mike came around. She has a court thing that will handle her. Hmm. Yeah. Well, for I have to admit, yesterday when the information was coming out about her possibly running in 2024, I have to say that was the first time the conversation came up and I didn't get into a knockdown, drag out fight with my peoples. I think because I got off the phone, my blood pressure had started boiling, and I knew I was finna say something that I didn't need to say, so I just hurry up and got off the telephone. Oh, Mike got a bracelet too. Mm, she got a date with the rope, but oh, I don't know. You know what? She been wearing that pin that Fauci. He got a pen that's got all of the alphabet, all of the LGB colors in it, and they're calling it the NWO pen. And somebody put up like a Twitter collage of different people in high places who was wearing the pen. She was wearing it then. Hmm. But she had her love taken because of the. Oh, look at that. Oh my. Interesting. Yeah, well, when they got to talking about Big Mike, they instantly went on over to, BO, started talking about what he did for us. Like I said, I was trying my best not to fight because I've already asked the same way I asked them to name 5 things that Joe did for them. I've told them to name 5 things that BO did for us, and they couldn't do it. Oh, that's what it is. Look at the screen. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Hmm. I'll say we got an agenda, all right, but it ain't. It don't coincide with what they got planned. Girl, ooh, listen to me. I can't wait. And then let me get now. Momo might have to correct me on this one. Mark your calendar. October 4th. October 4th is supposed to go down. Probably so, because the people is so. Don't even get me started. Okay, look at the screen. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. Girl. Oh, okay. I seen somewhere. I think it was Twitter. I be seeing so much when I be trying to sneak and look. But what was they saying that China? Somebody, either China or Korea, somebody been over there finding shots. It's this. Y'all think that you Russia and Ukraine is the only ones fighting? They not, and they've been really making it sound like we was on the verge of fighting as well. But what, China and Taiwan and Korea and some more folks is already in the mix. She said everything in the house, everything in that way. That must be including your cell phone too, cause baby, it's coming through any electrical device, honey. It's gonna come through, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm waiting. I'm ready. Hopeful. Put your phones in the microwave. It acts as a Faraday cage. I remember you explaining to me what a Faraday cage was once before. I think we was talking about Maui. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. When you say that just turning off won't work, unplug, that reminds me of when my grandmother used to say, unplug the iron. And I said, I already turned the iron off. She said, just because you turned the iron off, it's still sucking juice through the outlet. You got to unplug it to stop it from sucking juice. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm sorry. I had to get online and see if it was anything for me to do. Well, yeah, we want them to leave all right, but the way we want them to leave, we want to make sure they ain't coming back. No resurrections. So I just saw a TikTok. Where was it, in Ireland? I think it was in Ireland. They was having a gym, some type of a gymnastics a competition or Olympics competition, and the team was all white kids with one black girl, and they won. And the official was coming through passing out the winner medals and wouldn't give the black girl one. And I said, well, here we go. Here we go. I don't know what's gonna become of it, but something finna start stir up. And of course, it had all everything to do with racism. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, but I'm praying for that baby because we see and we hear so much about people calling CPS on parents and families who have legitimate issues, and CPS goes out and they don't find nothing wrong, and then they just don't check up on them no more, and then the next thing the child end up gone and missing or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm seeing so many TikToks here lately about them, have different ways how they snatching people. Like, this old lady was trying to get a girl to help her pump her gas at the gas station. And the girl said, I got to pump my own gas. Go inside and ask the people in there to come out and help you. And the woman told her, no, I want you to help me. And she said, well, I'm pumping my own gas. And she said, I'll wait until you finish and you can pump my gas when you're done pumping yours. And she happened to be on the phone with her sister, and her sister told her, girl, that's how they snatching people. Don't pump her gas. Tell her you got to go pump your gas and get out. Drive around the block or drive around to the back of the gas station and see, who all get in her car or who all is in her car. The woman was in a van, and when she said she drove around the other side of the gas station and pulled back around, she said it was three men in the woman's van, girl. They was gonna snatch her. You know what? Blueface really needs some jail time because he think his doo doo don't stink, and he's very disrespectful of his baby mamas. He quick to call them his baby mamas, but he also refers to them as bitches, female dogs, and HOES, and he calls them all out of their name and tell them that they can only do what he allowed them to do, and He is a cheater. That's what he do, and that his baby mama and them know, and he's just very disrespectful. So he don't have no love for nobody. Why he said Chrisean is selfish. This is true, and I think they're two birds of a feather. That's why they so close. They so toxic with each other. Look at the screen. Uh-oh. Oh. Let me see. Wealth. World Economic Forum. Okay, okay, I got it. World Economic Forum. I was trying to think. I know the UN is United Nations and NATO is National. I can't remember, but I know what NATO stands for too. It just take me a minute. Yeah, yeah. This was a senior citizen, an old lady, trying to set up a young lady to get snatched. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, girl. You know how I forget. I'm so disgusted with them. I feel some kind of way about everything that I tried to do to stay within my rights when we speak on these different topics. And I look at how other people speak and nothing happens to them. And then I lost the whole channel behind it. It was, it just make me don't even want to talk about it no more. I talk about it in person, in public, person to person, face to face, phone to phone. But on the YouTube, I don't know. I don't. It just they take away my right to fight because they just so ugh. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Okay. Okay. Look at the screen, JB. Here go the next one. Look at the screen. Yeah, I probably need to just get maybe four more cases. Four more cases of water. Credit card debt. Well, I hope so, because I showed and built up some. Going back to see my niece for Thanksgiving for my birthday. So I done took care of all of that. I got my tickets, hotel. I was gonna drive, but then I said I ain't gonna lie. I just I didn't want to drive this time, but I got a car. I got me a rental car for when I get down there, so I can maneuver. Which I won't be going too many places, but still, when I get ready to go, I want to get up and go. I don't want to have to wait or depend on nobody, so I just went ahead and got me a car. You know what, JB? It tickles me how the family that we try to share information with and we try to tell these things to and then we try to prepare them, they all want to look at us like we the crazy ones. But you know what? And I told Momo what a couple of days ago. Momo been telling me that I was, be strong and when the shit hit the fan, I'm gonna need to be there to explain and talk them through it, walk them through it, and help them to understand. But I told her the other day, girl, after fussing and fighting, uh, I DGAF. I don't give a flip. I fuck them. They don't know, they don't understand, they just on their own. Because I've been trying to tell them now for what 3 years. As I learn, I've been trying to pass it on, and Girl, please. We still get to arguing and fighting and getting into it about it. Mm-hmm. But guess what? When the shit hit the fan, guess who they gonna call? Guess who they gonna run to? Needing help. Not knowing what to do, where to go. But they ain't gonna be able to call you, honey, because it ain't gonna be no telephone service. When the shit go down, ain't gonna be no telephone. And hopefully you will be at home or damn near home so that you don't get stuck. The way it's been brought to me, it's gonna be bad. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. I almost bought this little it's like it's almost like a grill, but it's not. Have y'all seen those videos where the people be out in the woods and they'll take two pieces of wood or two rocks and put some leafage and stuff down in the middle of it and set it afire, and then put they skillet on top and use that as a fire to cook with? Well, they got a little thing, I don't know what it's called, in a Home Depot, and it's kind of built like that, and you can cook with it. And I had thought about getting that, and I was like, ain't no need of me getting that. I got a barbecue grill, I got charcoal. Ain't no need of me buying no extras. I was thinking on a smaller version, on a smaller level to use, when the power go out, you ain't got no electricity. Because, even with a gas stove, you need power for your damn pilot light. I just trying to think on a smaller level on how to cook stuff. I need to go ahead and take some food out because I have eaten up everything that I had in the freezer, stored in the freezer. I done ate up, so now I need to replenish my freezer ASAP. I need to go in there and take some stuff out and cook it tomorrow and day after tomorrow until all the way up to Thursday at least. Because worst thing could happen is nothing happens. And if nothing happens, I just have, food already cooked in the freezer. It ain't gonna be nothing lost. No harm. Yeah, won't be no harm. Hmm. Yep. 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 So, mm, I wish I could share with y'all some of the info that I got on Twitter that my Hermana sent me, and stuff, messages that she done sent me, and information that she done sent me, but I don't have the energy for it. YouTube is just something else. I don't even have the energy for it. But I thank y'all for, hang on. Look at the screen. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at the screen. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no for me. And I be at the office. I be at the office having a whole coughing attack. I know they be wondering to themselves, my God. I get up, go down, give me some water, go to the bathroom, come back. I even got cough lozenges that I put in my mouth. Honey, I'm not doing none of that. I hate to have to be the one because I got my same insurance. God is good. I thought I was gonna end up changing insurances, which was gonna make me lose all my doctors. God is good. When JC show up, baby, when Jesus Christ Lord have mercy, when he show up, he shows out, baby. I got my same insurance and I keep my same doctors. You know, my doctor ain't got no problem writing me a letter, baby. I can't cover my face. I can't do it. No. And who was that? Somebody tried to ask me about my arm had any applesauce. I looked at her and I was like, girl, we don't have those type of discussions. That is none of your business. So don't ask me that. Girl, I'm trying. Who was that asked me that? And she looked at me so funny, like, no, she didn't just say that, girl. I had to laugh while I was responding to her because I almost told her, none of your fucking business. I said, oh, honey, we don't have discussions like that. We don't talk about that. That's none of your business. So be careful what you ask me because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Look at the screen. Yes, ma'am. Let me see. What they call it? Let me see. I like to say euphoria. It ain't called euphoria. Shit. What is it called, Momo? It's two of them. It's two names they claim they got out there. One is a flesh-eating virus that is in if your seafood ain't cooked right, it's a flesh-eating virus in the seafood. Because the lady just lost her arms and legs. She got some tilapia. I guess she didn't cook it right. She was the only one in the house that ate it, and they didn't have to cut her arms and her legs off behind it. It's another one though. I can't think of it right now. What it is? It's I don't know where I'm getting euphoria from, but it's not called euphoria. It's called something else. But it's already in the works, child. They've been talking about this now for a couple of months, ain't it, Momo? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. See, all of that so-called rain and flooding and stuff that people was getting, a lot of that had played into what was going on as well. Because nobody wants to be out in the rain if they ain't got to. So that was another trick to get you to stay in the house while they be moving what they moving in silence. What they want to call moving in silence. Mm-hmm. Look at the screen. Oh, you know what, Binge? Every time I turn around, they finding ways. They steady trying to get people to get loans, get loans, get loans, get loans, get loans, get loans. Here, you can get a loan with a credit score of 300. You can get a $50,000 loan. And I'm thinking to myself, people, listen to the word loan. You want a grant, not a loan, because a grant you don't have to pay back. I was thinking, man, these people. Uh, look at the screen. Look at the screen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now all of these amazing artistry lights in the sky and had who was that? Was it Greece or was it Italy? Oh hell, I can't think of who it was, but it was a country just the other day. Some clouds came through and covered the sun. And I think it did that for what 30 to 45 minutes and then it moved on and the sun came back out. All of these phenomena they trying to make y'all think ET trying to phone home. Get some ETs out there, all right. But ain't nobody phoning home. I'll say that. Right. You want a grant, not a loan, because a grant you don't have to pay back. They trying to throw these loans in people's faces with 300 credit score. You can get a $50,000 loan. You got to pay it back with interest. Now, Momo, if they trying to give me the loan because they know the dollar gonna crash and I ain't gonna have to pay it back, then say that so I can get some of it. But if I got to pay it back, I don't want no parts of it. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Yeah, I seen the woman trying to tell somebody how to get $50,000 loan with a 429 credit score. Girl, I was laughing. I said, I wish I would see somebody get a $50,000 loan with a 429 credit score. Girl, I don't want no parts of it though. I want a grant. Look at the screen. I'm finna put this up. Oh, cities. You know what? Once upon a time, not long ago, the story was told that there was a whole nother world inside the earth. They had their own sunlight, their own water system, a lot of things. I believe in that. Because when they be finding these funny looking birds and these funny looking lizards and stuff up here, I believe that one of them birds or lizards then flew up here or crawled up from down there and made it with 1 hour and made some kind of weird creature. I believe in that. I believe it's probably a whole nother earth and a life system inside the hollow part of the earth. I do. I just started listening to these kids, yes, kids, talking about how earth is flat and not round. I've been kind of paying attention to them too. I've been listening to them while they talk. I can't lie and say I done did no research. I ain't did no research on it. I just been listening to them. Oh, look at the screen, girl. Woo! Now that's something we can talk about. I, I I can tell you one thing from the depths of my soul, and God forgive me for what I'm about to say, because it's evil. I wish The Rock and Oprah both would just drop unalive. Now, I ain't gonna say the word that start with a D and end with a D, but I wish they would just fall, just drop, boom, boop, flatline, gone. I'm sick of these people with all of this money taking advantage of the little people. You know, word on the curb is that out of all of the land over there that got destroyed, all of the property over there that got destroyed, you know who didn't get destroyed? Oprah's. Now that's what they said. They said Oprah's houses and grass and trees and flags. No, shit didn't even get a scorch, a singe to it. She done went over there and bought up all this property. Ain't nothing happened to her. She ain't the only one. Many more in cahoots, same thing. But what gets me is that y'all sitting over there with enough millions, billions, and trillions to where y'all can help the whole community of Maui. And y'all got the nerve to be telling us to give donations? Get the man, go somewhere and sit down. I wouldn't donate. Listen, I could be a billionaire. I wouldn't donate a dime to them because they scammers. I wouldn't donate a dime to not now one of them. Whatever I was gonna give, I would find a way to get it to Maui. The damn reserve people. I don't know who it was. National Guard Reserve. I don't know who it was. They had the people blocking the entrances so that the folks that was trying to bring them food and water and blankets and stuff, they couldn't even get in. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Oh, baby, binge. I got questions. Let's talk about it. They said the day of destruction said the kids was home from school. Yet there's so many children missing. Now, if you dead and gone, it would be some evidence But you know, once again, word on the curb say that it's a big tunnel, 300 feet up under Maui, a tunnel that leads out to the island. And if somebody should just so happen to go over there and run up in there, down in them tunnels, they might just mess around and find them children. Now you gonna destroy their community and take the kids? How greedy can you be? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. How greedy can you be? mm Hang on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to go get me another water because I killed that one off. I'm coming. Yeah. Okay, here we go on the screen. What? Mm. Uh-huh. 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 11. Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. And who was that? I think it was Tasha K. Had a picture up. I don't know when she put it up. Had a picture up of Oprah. And she looked like she was 78 pounds. And the headline was that she was taking that Ozempic. Listen, I seen the fine print because they showed it on TikTok. The fine print of the Ozempic medicine that makes you lose a lot of weight. Sharon Osbourne been on it, lost a lot of weight. I believe Eva from the Housewives was on it. Listen, the side effects are serious. Some of the side effects cause cancer, amongst a host of other things. It's not worth it. I'm happy with my size and my weight. I'm all right with it. Matter of fact, I actually been losing weight here by not having a steady and fulfilling appetite as of late. But that Ozempic is not. It's not the deal. Don't take it. Look at the screen. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, they shut it down. Now I wish they'd pull up her floorboards and go down under the ground and see what's down there. I wonder if they would find a tunnel down underneath that ranch. Girl, listen. I sent her some evidence in the DMs before about Big Mike and BO. But she claims she don't get into the political side of things, but she about to get in it. She about to be in the political side of it because she already talking mess and she don't know what she talking about. But you got all these independent investigators and researchers and hackers and all of these, and you ain't none of them told you none of the stuff that I shared with you so that you could be educated. See, they go to show you that's somebody that don't want to know. She got it. She synced it. She read it. She don't want to believe. And look, that's okay. That's listen, that's your prerogative. But when the shit hit the fan, don't call me and don't come knocking on my door because I ain't here. Whatever stash I got is a stash made for me. I can't share it with nobody. mm And when that day comes, that all of the cell phones, all the technological equipment, when it shuts down and we get that emergency broadcast system goes off, and man, they get to showing what they gonna show. I want them to show it all. I want them to tell it all. I want them to share it all. I cannot wait. Like I said, I'm steady buying bullets. I'm steady buying bullets so I can have enough. I can have enough. I can empty and reload. Five, 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 five. Empty and reload. Five, 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 five. Empty and reload. Five, five. Put my back up against the wall and let my fingers do the rest of the work. Well, she showed on. She can't afford to have nobody else on her. Cause word on the street is, Barty B and her peoples is looking into Tasha's husband's assets and whatnot. So I guess they trying to find a way. And listen, I'm guessing by her filing bankruptcy, that means that the debt has to be consolidated in with the many other debts that she has, and she makes one payment to the court per month, and they distribute that payment out to all of the lenders. Hey, see your future. Mm-hmm. Look at the screen. Yeah, they panicking. They panicking. I want everybody to panic. I want everything to hit the fan and go down. I want the EBS to release the cracking on their ass. I want it all to happen before December 31. I want it all to happen before December 31. So come 1/1/24, it's a new sheriff in town. Girl, ooh, Momo, don't get started. Yes, girl. But I say she's clout chasing off of Maddie. That's just me. And Tasha, if you listening, I said it. I meant it. And I ain't taking it back. I believe she's clout chasing off T.S. Madison because, like Maddie said, she just called her a few weeks ago needing some help. And Maddie helped her. So it seemed like every time she do something to Maddie, then she'll call and talk to Maddie, or ask Maddie for something, or have a conversation and act like nothing ain't never happened. Then she'll turn around and stick her in the back one more time. It Listen, like I say, when JC shows up, he shows out. See, and things happen for a reason. I may not understand or agree with the fact that they took my page, but God knew what he was doing. God knew what he was doing. See, because you ain't got to ask me to pick a side. My side is on Maddie's side all day, every day. You got Wiley over there challenging her to a wrestling match and all this other crazy shit. Ugh. Oh my God! Hi, Mama! Oh my God, you did change your name. Oh, I miss you. I miss you too. Oh, today's whoa. Hey, baby. Oh my God. Yep. Yep, that's true. That is so true. But I choose Maddie all day, every day. And I didn't even, when they was attacking her, I got on Instagram. I said a few things here and there, but I was at work, so it wasn't like I could just tune all the way in. So I get to where I can just listen. I can put them in my Bluetooth and I can still do my work and just listen in my ear. But I haven't done any videos, going against them. It just, it ain't, I ain't had the energy. I just ain't. Mwah. Okay, baby. Okay. Tell my brother-in-law I said, what's up, bro? Miss you too. Love you, babe. Mwah. Love you, Momo. Thank you for everything. Yes. Mm. Yes. So y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. And we gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue to pray for the baby. I ain't praying for no grown folks because grown folks know what they doing. But the baby didn't ask to be here. He didn't ask for the mama and daddy that he got. He didn't ask for the toxic environment that he's in. And we just gonna pray that everything goes well with his surgery, that he has the surgery, that it's successful, that he doesn't come out deformed. Um, you know, and if CPS gets involved and they take the child, I pray that he goes to a home and a family that really wants a child and not the money that come with it. These things we ask in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, we pray amen and thank God. Yes, Lord. Oh, no, I'm going to Vegas this birthday. Maybe I'll catch y'all next year. I'll be in Vegas for my birthday this year. Yes. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Thank y'all again, and I will talk to y'all soon. Take care.